Improvisation is always the best.
Improvisation is everything. Yay! That's the way how we should do it. So, hello everyone. It's chaos, but good chaos, and I'm happy to have my wonderful guest, Steve Redhead.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. And I'm still not ready with preparing the system here, but I started the stream already. And the good thing is that my guest did a wonderful masterclass for really good punchy music. Can you tell us a little bit about it while I am still preparing more?
Okay.
Yeah, because I need like a few moments. And you just give us some ideas.
I have to sell myself or what? Yeah.
Yes, please.
No, yes. I'm not. This is not my good thing. I'm a musician. I'm not a salesman, but I will try.
I'm the same.
Yeah, I made a masterclass with you guys. Yeah, we filmed for like 3 days here, and
in your studio.
In my studio, and yeah, it was like improvisation. Yeah, I didn't prepare anything. Yeah, I put some plugins together, and I did my normal job like I always do. And this time we focused really on Hardgroove, because I don't consider myself as only Hardgroove. I like techno in general, not only Hardgroove, but this time we focused on this one, because back in the days I was known for this kind of style, but lately I'm more, how you call it in English, versatile, I think. Yeah. So we let the flow go, and we recorded, and that became the masterclass. There I show some stuff like the kick, how I make the kick, the bass, how I put them together, how I use a lot of compression. Compression is everything in this kind of music.
Okay, what kind of compression and yeah, what kind of compression are you using?
I don't use compression with this kind of music. I don't use compression as a. It's more of a sound design tool. To get that slamming, that sucking sound, I compress the hell out of it, and that's the trick in this music. I think in house music or in
it's different, yeah.
Or in hypnotic techno, you cannot do it like this. But with this kind of music, it's yeah. I always did that, like back in the days in 2000s, stuff like this. I had all barrier compressors, 4 or 5 of them, and they were like all red. They are pumping. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody will say, "Wow, that's wrong," but it's a sound design. I use it as sound design, not as a real compressor. So,
yeah.
What did we do else? I show some plugins I use. There is one special one. Maybe I cannot tell this yet. Yeah, this one where you can record your sounds on the road and then make percussion with it out of it. How I make the chords, how I make atmospheres, then the arrangement, of course, and then a little mastering class at the end. That people who want to use their track, they make the track in the day and they want to play that night in the club, so they can use it. This is not supposed to be for releasing, but it's already good. To play that night and have a first feeling of the track is good, the track is not good, it's sounding like this or this or this. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we did so many things. Yeah, we started and we went on, and yeah.
So how much material you collected then with
I think team? In total we filmed like I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bjorn said to me like 6 hours or 7 hours.
Ooh,
but we made it to 4 hours. The masterclass is like 4 hours. Yeah, it's 240 minutes. Yes. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. There's a little bit of everything. So even for people who don't make Hardgroove, there are some tips and tricks inside that you can use also in other kind of music, of course. But it's mainly for the punchy stuff.
So probably you would say I can learn something as well in your
Maybe you
portfolio.
not. you are a super professional. So, but no, it's.
No, I'm always curious. Like really, I love to learn.
Yeah, me too. Me
Always.
too. That's it. I started to make music in 1995, and I still watch masterclasses from other artists also. So it's a learning process every day. If I don't learn one day, it's trial and error and see some other stuff. It's always interesting to see other artists also. So,
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I'm slowly getting through, and then we can start to listen to tracks. Guys, sorry for my delay. I'm still preparing. The whole system, our call runs on OBS, and for you guys who ever try to work with OBS, it's pain.
yes, I know it when we recorded the masterclass. It's horrible, but it's the only tool I think available, or one of the only tools at the moment. So.
Yeah, and actually it's nice when everything runs, but you need to prepare and analyzer. Okay, I'm coming closer. It's cool. So just starting the analyzer, and then we can. Yay! Okay, Windows there. Okay, looks a little bit. So for everyone who joined us, welcome. I'm sitting in Malta and Steve sitting in Belgium.
Belgium, yeah.
And we got 8 tracks, and I have no idea about the tracks. And don't worry, whatever style you made, we are here to give you some feedback. So you don't have to do only hard groove, hard style, or everything is music, and there's, like for me, basically, there's music that is touching me and music I don't feel. That's these 2 categories. So I hope we have a lot of music that is touching me tonight. I like everything.
I did
that is
one
nice.
2 months ago, and there were some really good tracks. So I hope it's the same today.
Ah, cool. That sounds promising. That sounds very promising. Okay, guys. We see already the first track here from Coma D, Broken Humanity. So I will mute myself. Steve, please mute yourself as well.
Yeah.
I press play and we listen to the track. And yeah, hopefully we enjoy it, right? Will there be a replay for later? Yeah, YouTube is saving this so you can watch the stream after. That's no problem. Okay, guys, I mute myself.
misinformation, we remain blind to each other's pain. We build machines to explore the stars, but struggle to love our neighbors. The future of humanity hangs not on invention, but on rediscovering its soul.
That was loud. That was really loud. Very, very loud. Steve, what did you heard?
Yeah, I'm honest. This is my alley. I like this offbeat. This is stuff I would play myself. The sound wise in this style is loud, a little bit of maybe distortion in it. It needs to have that kind of grain. I liked also the sound design, very nice sound design stuff. There was stuff happening. There are two things I didn't like. The first break, the speech, I don't like it. It's
the vocal sample.
Yes, yeah. You can use some words out of it, but this was really too long in my opinion. It did match with the track, I think. Yeah. Maybe some words out of it, okay, but not too long. And the thing is, the second break, I thought it was really nice. You know, you have this bass line coming and some mysterious stuff, and I thought it was okay. We're gonna go that way. And now it started again, and we went again to the first part. I was like, "What?"
Yes.
It really caught my attention this break, and then it went back again to the beginning. So I would say maybe do something with, because I really liked he played with the bass line stuff like this. I like that, and maybe some more hi-hat somewhere, like in Riot sometimes. Like sometimes it's a little bit too much the same. and to bring some more variation in it, like a ride cymbal to make that sound a little bit. For the rest, there was some nice tricks like a reverse sometimes and stuff like this. Yeah, details was really good, I think. Yeah, maybe something in the arrangement. The arrangement, yeah, I would change that.
As you said, you play this kind of sound.
Sometimes, not always, but
yeah.
I can in my set sometimes I play something like, if the crowd is really into it, I would play something like this in between to really shock them.
Okay.
Like they're like, whoa, what is this? Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Then my question is, and also for the arrangement, how long would you play this track? Like for how many? Because
Not 5
I
minutes,
see
not
this
5
is 5 minutes. Yeah, that's my question.
Yeah. No.
A track like this, how long should it be?
Yeah, it should like for like tracks today in normal techno. In techno, it's like 450, maybe 440 again. Yeah.
Super short, but yeah.
I would say put that the second break to the first one, switch them and do something.
Take
there.
the vocal probably out. Yeah.
Yes,
the
because
vocal was useless. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, maybe I would play it like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and then to the other track, not longer.
I mean, it was seriously dark.
Yeah, I love it.
And really loud. You could see it on the analyzer. I think it was showing me integrated minus 4.8 LUFS.
Seriously? Okay, I couldn't see that. Oh, that's really loud. That's
loud.
I think that's a lot of clipping done.
Yeah, I mean, like, fuck. But still, it was working, and it even at almost minus 5 LUFS, it was punchy, kind of. So yeah, it worked. There's simply not much space for other sounds in that. If you are so loud and so compressed, there is simply no place for any bass line. Basically some nice right could be inserted. And there's no place for anything else, right? He was doing like maximum possible. Actually,
but that's, My friends, some of my friends, they all do this hard techno style. They even go louder than this. They do nothing but clipping, and I think that's what happened here also. Yeah.
So you mean OTT, and then clipper.
They use standard clip. Sir, how you to say it?
Yeah. Standard clip.
They used all that. Yeah.
Okay. I use clipper as well, orange clip or orange and gold clip. Okay, but this was I have almost no words. I mean, the track worked for that kind of. I had darkness in my head, like the story. It was telling a story, and for that, I would say, was good. A hardcore opening track, but let's see what we get next, guys. So if the artist is with us,
he is. I think he's replying. Yeah.
He said, okay, orange clip. Yeah, basically, you did good work. I also thought the vocal part was too long and too obvious. It's like, but okay, and the artist decides, all right. The artist is always right. It's your work. Do it the way you love it.
But I think if you send this to a label, they will have the same.
They will probably take this out.
This vocal is not working with the track, or maybe sometimes I use some words like tech, and then go on. Yeah.
Yeah, cut them up maybe, or put them in some strange broken effects or so.
with some delay on it.
But it was loud and when I mean, I in the headphones it was almost like fuck, and then I was listening on my main monitors here, and then also still the like I thought I'm getting beaten up. Koma, you're a good guy for beating people, so congratulations. We will jump straight into the next one because I'm almost traumatized by this track. Let's jump to the next one. Okay, so what do we have? One.
I know this one. He was on my last session with a very good track.
Okay, Pressure.
And let's hope this one is as good as the other one.
Okay, then I mute myself, and I'm almost afraid to press play, but okay, I do it. Okay. That was a follow-up to the first track. I'm not so firm with this kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, I am, but these days I'm so much into this mix down, clarity, punch thing. Give me your impression, please, because wait, stop. I really liked the groove. Like I thought, the groove was almost sexy, like this waving, cool groove. But I personally have problems with the mix down. But maybe it's the right way to do it. So I ask you.
No, yeah, I agree on this one. His track in the first session was better mixed than this one. Mm-hmm. But the good part is I don't know one personally. We talked a little bit on SoundCloud, but the guy has groove. You feel it. Last time also, yes, very good groove. I like his last time also, but the mix down was less good than the other track. Mm-hmm. What somebody's saying, a break could help. Yeah, a little break could help because it was a lot the same. But it's a really good style that is very good. Must I say, very in at the moment. If you listen to those new guys like Fanny Moore and stuff like this, and even Alarico Claire, you are in this kind of genre, yes. They use, like, if you listen to Fanny Moore, there's a guy from Cologne. Mm-hmm. He is the same style, but he uses many more cuts and switches and stuff like this. I would add a little bit to that, and the mix down must be a little bit better. Like it has lack of warmth in underneath. If we can add that, I think it's okay.
Yeah, the artist is even with us. That's nice.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, the kick drum was almost drowning. It was not coming through, so it had, and the track name is Pressure. So I was missing the pressure. There was a lot of groove, like the groove of the elements, cool.
Yeah, really. But the guy has groove. I heard other tracks of him. He has the groove. He has the groove inside.
Just
that's for sure.
the whole way. The elements were not separated enough to really have pressure and impact. So I think if you would play the track like this, in that form in a club, it would be really, really messy on a big PA. You could barely really hear the elements in full, but
Can I ask him what he mixes on headphones or
monitors? Good, always good.
Because I see a lot of students that come with me and they mix on headphones, but headphones are colored. Lately I don't know if I can say this, but I use SonarWorks headphone correction. And since then, I can mix on headphones. Yeah, so if you have very expensive headphones, but I don't have expensive headphones, it's okay, I think. But SonarWorks does a pretty good job in correcting headphones to make them flat.
But you are sitting in a studio with room treatment.
Yeah. So. I invested a lot of cash. My wife was not happy about it, but EDL Acoustics, a firm from Belgium. They make TV studios. They did a measurement and stuff like this, and they made it like in 2 weeks. It's if you work on headphones, use SonarWorks. You have a correction SonarWorks.
I see. He's saying he have done the mix on headphones, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and sometimes it can work, and sometimes it cannot. So if you do SonarWorks, it's really flat, and in the beginning you will make very bad mixes, but once you get used to it, you can make really good mixes on your headphones, I think.
I have a mixed view on SonarWorks. SonarWorks, the frequency response is flat, yes, true.
But a lot of phasing, you're gonna say.
Exactly, you pay a price because all this EQ curves things.
Exactly.
It's really phasey. It's destroying the phase like crazy. Back then when I was working with it, when you don't put it on 100% correction, just maybe 70%, it was way nicer. But like 100% correction, frequency were flat, but the phase response was terrible.
Yeah, there's some.
But still, it can help a lot.
It stays. For me, it helped. But SonarWorks on my monitors, it didn't work in my studio before. Now in my treated studio, it works perfect. So it's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have SonarWorks anymore.
I see somebody who doesn't like it. It's all a matter of taste. But I can say only for myself.
If it helps, it helps. Yeah.
I work a lot on the train. Only on my laptop, so I have to sometimes work on my headphones. So it didn't work until I started to use SonarWorks.
So you don't have your studio at home, basically two different places.
No. I have my studio at home, but I still have a normal job also in the day. So besides music, so I go to Brussels by train and I work all the time on the train. So I use my headphones.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, then SonarWorks, of course. Makes sense completely. It's still better than don't have any correction. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
But what Sufon says is also true. You can cut it like you want. Sometimes I do that. Yeah.
Anything specific you think you need to do with the mix? Yeah, get the kick drum. Like for me personally, get the kick drum right so you have some warmth and.
Also the sub also.
There was no much sub. Also, it was not controlled. Yeah. It was a little bit thin and very washed out. Probably, but that's a topic I'm talking with my students all the time. You use too much EQing. And every time you use EQs, it's really destroying your face in the sounds. And if you even do Swiss Alps with your EQ curves, you're emulating Switzerland, then your mixdown will sound very washed out. So basically, get the kick drum right, check your EQ curves, and make some space for the kick drum even, because there was a lot of overlapping. But the groove was amazing. The sound design also really nice. I liked it.
Exactly.
Like good sounds. It's just that the groove is not really punchy, and especially when the track name is Pressure.
Yeah.
Give it pressure.
Maybe one more thing I can advise: like compare your own track to other tracks. That's
in the genre,
because it resets your ears. I do it all the time. Like if you are working on a track, you make mistakes on mixing. So you go to listen to a favorite track of yours, you listen, and then you hear, okay, mine is like this, and so you try to compare, and it's like a reset of your ears.
100%. 100%, yeah. Yeah, actually, nice track. It just needs some work on the mixdown. I think we can already go into the next one. Good work again. Fuck, already 2 interesting tracks. Okay, we are good. The mixdown needs a lot of work. I knew it. Yes, but the track is still good. So, you know, when you look back in the history of techno, there were a lot of really big hits that where the mixdown was shit like crazy.
Yeah.
And if the track is still like really, really good, even a bad mixdown can come through. But these days, everything is advanced so much. The concurrence you are working against is so high. So many people make music these days. And the quality is so, like the quality level is so high. You have to get better. There's no choice. You cannot be just happy with a track that is super nice, but where the sound is okay. Because there are so many really, really good guys and girls out there. Good music, okay. Let's jump into the next one. Okay. Meltina Face, okay. I see a lot of breakdowns or breaks. Just looking at the waveform, and from the picture it looks almost like Afro House. Okay, let's.
Okay.
I press play. Will be interesting.
Shaking planets like a deck of cards.
Okay. At least the kick drum was very clean, very clear, had punch. Personally, for me, everything was clear, everything was there, but beside the vocal, that probably was, and I don't know, but it sounded like a splice sample pack thing added on top of on the track. It's not like it's composed with the track, just a feeling. I was missing a clear musical. I was waiting for a clear let's say it like this. In that kind of style, I like when the music is telling a story. And here we just had a bass line, a groove, and sometimes a break. But no, I missed like the main. Oh, vocal was AI. Okay, cool. Still, okay. But still, it feels like it's put on top of the track. Like it's not composed with. It's just a feeling, yeah, Mariano. Mixdown is working very nice, but I'm missing the emotion. Like for me, this still was cold. Maybe it's the intention of the track. I'm not sure. I don't know. While I was listening, I asked myself why I'm waiting for something. And yeah, there is no progression. There's the tracks is basically it's not moving forward. It's just going into a break and then starts again, but it goes nowhere. For me, again, like technically, you are on a very high level, I would say. A bit cold, could be warmer from the mixdown, but still very clear. But now I ask Steve.
Yeah, I don't agree on the vocal. I thought the vocal was great. In my headphones, maybe it's because I'm on the headphones, but it sounded okay. And I thought I was thinking it's AI. Because I have also a program AI and sounds a little bit the same. No, I thought it was nice done.
Okay.
I think the track was really nice mixed. Really, I liked it because this is not the usual style in up my alley. But from what I know from it, I liked it. I agree on the coldness, and I think that's because I was listening to it. And I was thinking, why not a little bit more reverb, for example, on the melody and stuff like this, because it sounded really boxy, or I don't know the words. If you make it open, like that sounds really nice, more nice to the ears, warmer to the ears. I think maybe with a little bit reverb, this can change already a lot. And what I do agree on, it's I was waiting. I was like, is there coming something? And it was, the breaks were nice. I thought the vocals was nice. It was really nice mix, but yeah, the clue of the track, I think it was missing. Because I agree on this. Like the first track we had, the very loud one, there you don't have to have a clue. This is the genre.
Yeah. It's just a feeling.
But in this one, I think it's like, kill me if I'm wrong. If I listen to Afterlife stuff like this, it's I hear something evolving always, and that I was missing also. Yeah, but I am not the right person to judge this for 100%. I did make some border community tracks back in the days. You can still find them online, but that was almost 20 years ago. So. No, but well produced, and the guy is, like you say, Mariano. It's I think technically on a very high level. Yeah, I agree on that.
Okay, as a tip for warmth, reverb is actually yes, and especially like my go-to for this kind of warm reverb would be Eventide Black Hole. It's like the holy weapon for reverb. even a black hole on some elements, and you have this white, nice, warm galaxy in front of you, and probably a little bit more progression. The track is not moving forward. So basically, really nice, well mixed.
Yeah.
But it's missing something. It's missing, for me.
But I think this guy is close to taking the next step. This is my opinion. If I lean to
Very.
it,
This is not the beginner.
no, exactly.
Mariano, you know what you do. That's for sure. Thank you, really. Thank you for sending the track in. I hope it's sometimes it's difficult to give feedback when the track is very far and still it's missing something, but I cannot tell you what is missing because it's your composition. Right?
Yes, exactly. I agree with this. This is also for me trial and error also. If, you can test. My best tracks are trial and error, not the idea.
Yeah.
So
I had so many tracks that were basically, especially in the old days when as Rob Acid, there were so many happy accidents where I simply pressed the wrong button while I was recording, and then I thought, wow, fuck, that sounds good, but it was not planned. Let things happen.
yeah, exactly.
Let things happen. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's simply just jump into the next one
Okay.
and see where we're going. Oopsie. Demo.
See.
Interesting picture. Interesting haircut. Okay. Techno. Not many breaks. Okay. I press play.
Okay.
Oopsie. Steve, I give you the word. Tell me something.
I don't know what to think. I'm going to be very honest. It's well produced. In my headphones, the mixing sounds really cool, very nice. I see a lot of people like it.
Yeah, I saw it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the voices. Yeah, it's the I was never a fan of the Kraftwerk voices. Also, like the Poing Poom Chak, and this is in the same alley. But that's personal. That's personal. So I leave that to the artist. For the rest, it was well produced, and like somebody said, a good B side. I think it's a good B side. Oh, what should I say? I don't know. I have no idea. It's well produced. It's somebody who also knows what he's doing. You can hear that and everything. It's well balanced. Although it sounds like this in my headphones. The sound design, the tricks he does, who he or she, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Michael. It got a little bit too repetitive. Yeah, it didn't surprise me anymore in the end.
Yeah, in the beginning, I thought, okay, it's interesting, it's different, it's interesting, but then it was not evolving like further. It's just it's almost static. It's changing all the time, but at the same time, it's very static.
Yeah.
I could see this in. I'm not a DJ, but I could see this. A DJ playing with a few decks, and then bringing this into another track as a texture, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like this. Yeah, the groove was good, like Anna said.
Is the artist here with us or not?
I don't know if is the artist with us. Artist is he or she or it or the alien or whatever is with us. Yes, it's the loop tool. Okay, sadly, it's the artist is probably not with us.
Okay. It's it does match the name and the picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to think because it was well produced, I think, but
yeah, and then
I'm not a fan of the voices. I'm not a fan of the voices. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, but the voices were trippy, but in the end, too repetitive. Not bad, but also not good. Between.
Yeah.
But still, thank you for sending in. Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Please.
I think there is a lot more that you can do with this base of this track, of the whole thing. You can do a lot more with it, I think, personally.
Yeah, 100%. The elements they had potential, actually. I thought exactly. In the beginning when it started, I thought, okay, this can be very interesting. He has now a lot of elements where he or she or it or the alien can really fuck our minds. Do some strange stuff with us. But then it stayed very static. And then it started to get really boring. Sad.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The next person. Guys, where you get all your names from? Floripori. Super. Okay, Anna Jan is saying the little first break was a bit unsync and in the ad and not enough changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was too loopy, probably. Yeah, it had potential.
That's also possible. The new comment.
Yes. Maybe boring was being used to fuck our minds. I use the word. Our show is not made for kids. Anyway, they don't watch us.
Yes.
Okay, I press play. We are here for music, so let's listen. Let's listen. Okay, but I had a problem with this track. Let me explain. The rumble in this one was completely sucking out the energy of the kick. It was almost like a standing bass wave, it's like just. And it was like too heavy and too long, and everything was overlapping. It just for my own thing, and therefore the whole rumble was too much, and it was taking all the groove away. In my feeling, for me, the track could not roll forward because the rumble was too heavy, and really like it's almost like grabbing the kick by the feet, and no, you cannot go forward. It's forbidden. It's like too heavy. But maybe I'm wrong, and that's why I have this probe with me.
Yeah,
my progress.
I don't fully agree on this. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I agree there was overlapping. Then I
Yes.
heard also there was overlapping, but in my, and I'm saying it again, in my headphones it sounds really good. Besides, I hear that it is there was something. I think it's like something around 200 or something hertz. He has to cut something in the rumble, so he doesn't. There was you agree on the. I agree on the overlapping, but for me it was not too much. What is too much for me is the monotony from the track.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
It's I know what he wants to do. This is the new style of this kind of music. I think he needs to do more cuts, double basses, make the track interesting. Yeah, I know you cannot. This kind of tracks don't need much more in this, but you need to cut double bass, like do some tricks here and there. You have enough examples. If you listen to Schler, to Alarico, to Fenimore, to all those new guys, those guys from Holland, they use a lot of tricks to make it interesting, and because I think I know where the guy wants to go to, but it's too much the same. I do think the break was great, like this.
The break was interesting.
Little
Definitely.
things.
Yeah.
The sound design was really nice. Just some and I do agree on the overlapping.
I mean, I like heavy rumble when it's almost like a tank driving over you. When techno is super heavy, it's like you get hit by a bus, right? It's nice.
Yeah.
And then you are just pizza. But it needs to be on point.
But
I'm
I
kind
think
of picky.
if you listen to those new style guys, the sub, the rumble and stuff is really loud, and the kicks is really down. So
Okay.
I think that's what he wants to try to achieve.
Okay.
And for me it worked, but he has to do his EQing better, or maybe some multi-band compressor somewhere on it.
The thing is, I was listening on my main monitors here, and I have my monitor standing on two 18-inch subs. So I have almost like a club system here.
Yeah.
And the bass was swimming. It was not in my experience in the club in a club environment. It would suck the energy out, and the elements on top they cannot shine. You need to work very like precise in the. Okay, maybe it's this texture that the people like these days, that it's not clear that it's swimming.
If you listen, for example, the last Schler track,
okay,
that is number one
I need to. Mm-hmm.
The number one in Beatport at the moment in raw techno. it's really subby. It's really subby.
I
So,
love
yeah.
bass. I'm all for
Yeah,
bass.
a little
I love
bit
bass.
for me personally, a little bit too much.
Okay.
But
So the number one on beat. Okay, I will check this out.
in raw techno.
Raw
at the
techno,
moment,
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, it's mode evolver. I think the label. It's if I put it in the car, I put it on my speaker. It's like, whoa, this is a lot of sub. So this sub was nothing compared with that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's possible because like I said, I can judge more on my. I have vocal SM9 speakers, so they are really honest. So now I cannot judge on them. So it's possible that you are right, but in my headphones it sounded okay.
Yeah, also on the headphone. I could feel where he wanted to go,
Yeah.
but they are. I know actually. Bjorn Torvald gave me a lesson. He showed me how he's working on his kicks and the rumble, and he's taking so much time and so much effort into this perfect low end rumble,
Yeah.
and it works. It's really an own art form almost to have this
Yeah.
really sitting like. Yeah, like a tank. Go. It's yeah.
It's
And-
a nightmare sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm slowly getting in the mood for making more techno again.
There was really interesting
I
stuff
have
at the
to.
moment. So I can only
Yeah.
encourage that. There was the new generation brought some really nice stuff in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The old generation get inspired again.
Yeah, that's for us. I mean, I'm doing music for 35 years. I love to be inspired, right? I mean, it's always great to have something that is inspiring. I will do some more techno. I will come back to techno.
Okay.
Yes, yay. Okay. The break was good on this one. Like really nice.
I like this kind of sound designs that
Mm-hmm.
that he uses.
Yeah, the sounds. Yeah, but then also like Anna Jan here said, it was nothing happened. It was almost
Yeah.
just this loop.
And that's why you have to cut. If you have like these
Mm-hmm.
kind of sounds, you have to like cut like dong 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 dong. Yeah, like make it interesting. Like
We live in the time of the TikTok generation. They need fast little details, right? Things need to change all the time.
yeah, but for me also, my attention was gone after 2 minutes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm.
your brain needs something else. Then
Yeah.
And I like double kicks always. Like then
Okay. Like
it gets my interest again. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes like the 4/4, and then you move one inside, outside. I explained it in the masterclass, for example. Yeah. So,
Masterclass, guys.
I'm a good salesman. Yeah.
Steve,
okay.
our pro guest here, Steve, have done an amazing, and I haven't seen it yet, but I'm 100% sure because he's such a nice person, and I heard some of his tracks, and they are really good. So probably this masterclass will help you to get the right hard groove mood and punch. Probably, I will ask Björn to give it to me and check this out.
Okay. Okay.
So, interesting evening, and it's nice to get to know you. By the way, because
Yeah. We saw each other in the past already. I
yeah?
think on the Love Parade. We had the same booker back in the days.
Yeah. Which one?
Werner.
Werner.
Friese,
Yeah, Werner
Dansfield.
Kriese. Yeah, of course.
We were in the same agency.
Then we saw us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I simply press play for the next one.
Okay.
Tinko, I hope the artist is as well with us. Yeah, let's jump in. Okay. Okay. Actually, this was nice.
Yeah, agree.
Steve, why it was nice?
Yeah, I like the sounds that he used. His arrangement, except for the last minute, was really good. I think his arrangement was really good. This is what I mean. What the previous track was missing. Like this guy cuts and then he uses this and this and this. You could maybe use a little bit like a hi-hat more here and there, like a riot and stuff, like extra. What I didn't like was you have the melody and there is like a detuned synth coming, ding, ding, always. Maybe the main, it was too loud and too dry in my opinion. Maybe put some little reverb on it, or maybe something I use sometimes on these kind of things, like filter the track and put up the resonance of the filter, so it makes it like this greasy this detuned sound that always came like every 4 beats, like dung dung dung, was too dry in my opinion. For the rest, at the end of the track, filter out the sound. I think
In the end.
like the last minute, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Yeah.
The track was very minimal, but he kept it very alive and interesting, right? Somehow.
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
There
In my
was
opinion, yes.
little details, like nothing. There's not much happening, but there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant in the previous track. That was the previous track. That was what he was missing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the comments.
I'm looking at the comments as well. So good slight shift.
Sound design lacking. I don't agree on that. I thought it was good, the sound design. But that's everybody's opinion. But yeah.
Some effects, okay. Yeah, but effects can be done by the DJ with the mixer. I mean, if
I personally thought he used a lot of effects here and there, like like sometimes it went open and back close again. Then comes this sound up and down. Yeah, I don't know what he should have done more, to be honest.
It worked.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, in the end, like you said, just fade it out so that the DJ can bring in the next track, like smoothly mix in, right? Something like this.
Yeah. For me, a good one. I thought it was a good one.
There not much roasting here. It worked, and he kept it interesting.
Yeah. You normally roast people, or what?
Yeah. I'm
okay.
known for.
No, okay. I'm not. I stay always on the positive side. You know, you're like I want to motivate people to continue.
Yeah, and that, of course, 100%.
I want to encourage everybody. Yeah. So, but today it's not necessary.
It's tough.
I think.
Because people are good. It's an interesting show. They're good. We have 2 tracks left. Okay. And there was nothing shit. No. Like every track had something. Yeah. Every track has its own story way. So interesting.
Roast bird.
No, I'm. The thing is, and probably you can agree on this. As a newcomer artist. Right, and you play your music to probably your mom or your friends, and they will tell you nice or I don't know. But to get a real feedback, like an honest, like deadly honest feedback, is so valuable.
Exactly.
I learned from the moments where some back in the days where some people telling me, Robert, this is not working. This is fuck. This kick is shit. This bass line is not working. It was painful, 100%, but it gave me this. Okay, I have to get better, right?
Yeah.
For me,
but
it was
the
important.
The danger is always that people get encouraged and they stop it, and that I feel.
But
I don't
okay,
like.
okay, let me jump in this. If they stop, then they are not in the right business anyway.
Maybe, yes, because it's a tough business.
It's a tough business, and
Yeah.
you need to know that in this business, people slap you in the face all the time. And if you get offended, go away. It's not your place.
But it's hard if you see. When I was a youngster and I saw for the first time on the forums bad comments about me. Whoa, that was so depressing, you know.
It's painful, 100%.
Today, 25 years later, I don't care anymore. You know, they can think I enjoy myself. I don't care anymore.
I was suffering when people were telling me how they don't like what I was doing. I was suffering, but on the other side, I wanted to get better and better and better. Giving up is not an option. No way. You know, there's this type of, as an artist, you need to be like so obsessed that nothing can stop you. And not be dependent on some words from other people. Really, you need to be obsessed to really be in this business and survive.
Yep.
It's tough, but anyway, track was nice. Okay. We'll move on. Oh, nice. And I like this kind of colors. I press play. I got headache. If you want to get headache, listen to this track. It's guaranteed. Okay,
but
it's hard.
Somebody was posting it's -2 LUFS.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Fuck.
This was so loud and so destroyed. It's headache. It's just screaming at you, like full on screaming.
But I think that's the idea. I think that's the idea. I know some of my friends. One of my friends, he masters for all those famous hard techno guys, and they do it on purpose. These kind of things. They, like I said before, they clip so much and clip, and then you get this kind of sound, and you get to -2 LUFS. I think it's on purpose.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know so many about this music style because I'm sorry, I'm really I'm gonna say it to everybody. I'm not into hard techno, not at all. I don't like it. Sorry. Yeah, what can I say? I saw somebody post this needed suit. Yeah, this needed suits. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was very, very harsh, and people were saying too much bass. Actually, because it was so loud, it's not so bassy.
No, I was
At all.
thinking, exactly. I was
It's
thinking the
thin.
same, huh?
It's
because
thin.
I switched off my Sonarworks in my headphones, and it was really thin, like you
Yeah.
say, and it doesn't sound subby in my headphones but that's the Fletcher-Munson curve. If you go too loud,
Yes.
then your ears will think it's very bassy, but this was not bassy.
Not at all, because the high end was so harsh and so loud, it was overtaking everything. Okay.
I think I am honest. I think it's on purpose. They want to achieve that
Yeah.
sound, like everything in red and
I personally start to like this super hardcore. There are some guys doing almost like noisecore kind of stuff, where the message is "fuck you," and I like this. I like this really.
Yeah.
But here he was with all these melodies. He was too soft to be hard.
Yeah.
And then he was just loud. The track don't know like what it wants for me. It was too many melodies to be hard. And then like super loud, so the track don't know what it wants. For me, just like always, right? All the feedback is all personal. I got a headache. Like I had to turn down my monitors because it was like fuck, like wow, screaming. Yeah. Probably maybe not my famous track of tonight because we had really, really good ones.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. For me, I'm not so into it. It was too loud. If he could take back a little bit, maybe then something could evolve out of this. But being super brutal loud, like brutal loud, and then being almost trancey, but not really trancey. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know this music style enough because I avoid it always. Like hard techno, I really avoid it because I prefer classical music to hard techno. So
Okay.
sorry,
Yeah.
I like a lot of styles, but hard techno is nothing for me. Like I discovered yesterday a unicorn or something.
Yes, he is cool.
What is this? I'm sorry.
I love this guy. He's so shit, but in a good way. He's so horrible. I love this. Like he is pure fuck you mentality. This is just shit. Like 100% shit, but so good. In a way, yeah.
It was on national news here. The guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it was a festival, and so I went to search him up on TikTok, and I was like,
yeah,
what?
This is so abstract what he's doing, and okay, imagine. I mean, every day we have 110,000 release coming out every day. It's almost like a white noise, and you have to find a way to jump out of this. Yeah. And this guy found a way to come through. Yeah. Sure, the music is not sounding nice, but I would say if I would be young, I'm not young anymore, but if I would be young, and I remember the time when I started this music and when I was doing my Rob Acid stuff, I was back then. For the other people, I was brutally hard and harsh and angry. And these days, the political situation on this planet is just fucked up. If you are young, you are born into this world and you are born into this TikTok and everything. I mean, this music makes sense to me. But that's another topic. I'm gonna pass. Yes, I think this guy is great. I don't know. I mean, all the guys who wearing masks are
we're talking
clowns,
about unicorn,
right?
Yeah.
All this mask guys, they are clowns.
But he does something like this with his finger or something like
this. This is so symbolic. I love this guy. I'm almost. I loved him. Okay. I saw this question a few times. Can I send in more tracks? No, a clear no. Because when I'm doing this streams, the team from SINEE is sending me 8 tracks. I have no talking about anything. I don't know what tracks they sent me. They sent me every time 8 tracks, and that's it. So if you want to be part of our show, there's a link in the description. Send in your track, and probably you are in one of our next shows. And we are coming now to the last track of tonight, and then you can vote for your favorite one. Actually, I have a really, really cool guest this time, and it's fun to make a track feedback with you, Steve.
Yeah,
it's cool. We should do it more often. Yeah. Because you can always find something nice in the tracks.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
But because I'm a ghost producer also, so I make other styles also. So I don't only make techno. So
no, I'm okay. We got to have a discussion about this, but no, it's fine. It's fine. It's part of our of our business, of our techno world. I got asked so many times to do ghost producing. I always say no.
I don't do it in techno.
Okay. I always said no.
For me, it's a challenge to do another style, and that's why I like it.
I'm not into this ghost producing thing, but I understand. Can be nice, maybe, and also earning money. I mean, we need money to buy.
For me, it's more about the challenge. The challenge. That because Like for example, I'm never gonna see myself play house.
Uh-huh.
I am a too energetic guy, too nervous guy to play house.
Yeah.
I would bore myself to death. In the studio, it's another story. Then you are making
Oh, okay.
your own stuff. I change my light, and then wait, I redo my light
You have some house
like this,
light.
and I work like this. And,
Okay. Yeah, I love ambient. I love experimental.
Yeah.
I love house. I love melodic, progressive. I mean, acid.
Yeah, and a real one.
And
I have the
real one.
Behringer one.
I have the Behringer as well, but the Behringer one is good, so don't worry. It's really
Yeah, I like
nice, but the real one is fucked up. Acid. I like techno, all kinds of techno. With the modern hard techno, okay. I have problems to feel it. With this super crazy music,
Yeah, I agree on that.
I can relate. But I like good music. Any good music that is touching me, it's fine.
Because I did like Schranz, and I still like it if I listen to
Of course,
the
yeah.
old Sven Wittekind, DJ Amok stuff from 2004. I still like it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
but it was doable.
Good Schranz is
yeah.
nice. Yeah, it worked. I mean, for me, before we listen to the last track, the Schranz wave was the reason why I stopped doing back then. Why I stopped, I think in 2004, why I stopped Rob Acid. Because Schranz was so fast and there were no place for any bass lines anymore. You couldn't do bass lines. The speed was so fast and the drums were so fast. And I'm a bass line guy. I like bass lines. And there was no like I was feeling wrong. Like I thought like fuck what I'm doing here. And
I have a story about this. If I can quickly tell you.
yeah.
In 2005, I played in Tordrei in Düsseldorf.
Yeah.
And I was Ben Sims, me, and then Felix Kreuger. He ended the party. And so Ben Sims, he was playing 143, 144. So I went over that. I want to play 146, 147 even, and I end maybe 148. And then came Felix Kreuger, and he went from 148 to 165. It was like, whoa, what is this? I came into the car and I said, I stopped playing this music and will never play it again. And it happened, I didn't play it again. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly the same reason as you saying
Yeah.
it went too fast for me, too fast.
Yeah, and then I was, for me, when I got booked to this kind of parties, I was feeling like I'm wrong here. I'm wrong. And on the other side, it was a hard decision. I mean, I had a career out of this acid techno, and then to say, okay, I have to start again, and I changed to my real name. And nobody knew my real name back then, so I was almost like a new artist.
Yep.
But it worked out happily.
Yeah.
Right? And it was even a bigger... I mean, from there on, my career even got, like, really big.
Yeah.
So I was lucky, but yeah, it was a hard step.
Sometimes it's difficult because I only added Steve to my name because there were too many redheads. And in 2017, I added Steve to my name. My name stayed the same. And a lot of people didn't make the connection. That is Redhead.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But there were like 528 Redheads on the internet, so I had to change it,
Yeah, it's,
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's. I think our crowd loves some background information,
much,
right?
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Bit,
It's.
yeah.
I think that
I
makes
talk
our
too much, sorry.
No, that makes our show special. Okay, let's play the last track of the night.
Okay.
And hope it's great. Yeah, that was a nice, almost like our stream today was a movie. And this is the goodbye track.
Yeah.
Just another dream. I liked it. My problem here was, and that's just a technical little detail, the piano was too compressed for my taste, and it took the life out of the piano somehow. A little bit less compression, and then it would be more airy. But that's just a tiny little thing. In the end, maybe a little bit too repetitive. But somehow, I mean, I'm a professional melancholic. I'm a pro-melancholic guy, so I like sadness in all forms, especially in music. So yeah, it was catching me, kind of. But I got a little bit annoyed by the compression of the piano, for my personal taste. But Steve, what do you say?
I think the piano was a little bit too loud sometimes. I don't know if you hear that, but sometimes it's not in sync. Sometimes
I think this was on purpose.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
That personally annoyed me. That,
Yeah?
Maybe he played it, I don't know, maybe he played it himself with his real piano, he recorded it, I don't know. It sounded, I think it's...
Yeah, it sounded not quantized. Like it was not on the grid. Okay.
Sometimes yes, there were moments, yes, but sometimes it was out of grid, and I think this is for dance music sometimes necessary, you know, if you want to dance to it, you're like shaking and it's out of, then it doesn't match with my dancing. For the rest, I must say, I am not into this kind of music style normally. I don't listen to it much, but for me, something out of the box, with some elements mixed together. Yeah, nice. I like the vocal, but then I saw it was a sample that somebody said. So it's not. It's okay that it's a sample. That's okay. But if it's many times used, then it's not okay, I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I never heard this vocal, but
me neither.
Yeah.
But one thing, when the track starts, I thought it was the sub can go a little bit higher in my headphones.
On my system here, it was very nice.
Okay.
Deep.
Yeah.
I was surprised by it. It was well balanced, but probably on smaller systems, the bass could be too deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Because it was nice, heavy, and I love bass. Did I say I love bass?
Yeah, that's obvious. That's obvious.
But, guys, was hard tonight. Many good tracks. You get better and better and better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
No wonder we have so many releases every day.
But if it's good ones, it's okay. You know, that's 10 years ago we had shit techno. Then and now, I love it.
So I post you can vote for your favorite track of tonight. Let me post the link. So please everyone vote for your favorite track of tonight. Let me copy the link here. Copy. By the way, Steve, do you speak Deutsch? Can you speak Deutsch?
Ambition.
Okay.
Because my language, I speak Flemish, so my language is very close to yours.
Okay.
So if you speak slowly, I can understand.
You can understand. I can understand Flemish a bit, as well, right?
But
Okay.
I don't speak it. I speak French, English,
Oh, okay.
Dutch. Then yeah. So.
I'm sad I can't speak French, and the only reason was that I hated my French teacher at school.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It was really
That's-
like it took all the fun away. I
if
hated
you live
French.
in Belgium,
You have
if you
to.
live in Belgium,
Yeah, you have to
and
speak.
yeah, if you come a lot in Brussels like me, yeah, you cannot.
You have to.
Can't do without French. It's impossible.
And I had a girlfriend from Paris, and we had to speak English.
Yeah.
It was so nice when she was speaking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, but long time ago. Okay, guys, please. Okay, I will just jump through the tracks for a few moments. You can please vote for your favorite track of tonight. I see there are already votes in. I just jump in through the tracks for a little moment. Please use the link. And 1, 2, 3. And okay, that was like fast forward. Let me jump to the screen with the results. The poll. Let me find the window, and please vote for your favorite track of tonight. The winner will get something from SINEE. You have to send an email with a screenshot that you won the feedback, and yeah, you get a gift. Okay, where is the Safari stream? Here. Okay. So, where's the window? There's the window. I have to adjust this. It's still. So, I give you. Please vote, because we need more votes. Let me make me an alarm. Stoppuhr. 3 minutes, guys. In 3 minutes, I say stop. And then we have a winner. If it stays like this, we have 4 winners. So please vote for your favorite track of the night. There were some very strong ones. And yeah. Funny. Now we have a lot of tracks with 2 votes. It's okay. For me, everyone is the winner. Anyway, because you got chosen to be with us, and it's always an honor from my side to listen to your tracks. Yeah, vote for it. Almost 1 minute gone. 2 minutes over. 2 minutes left, and okay, we have 2 tracks in front. Please vote. Let me post the link again. And and again, I have to say thank you for Steve. It makes fun to do this show with you.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And sorry for starting the stream 5 minutes too late. I think
Like I
it was
told
okay.
You live in Malta, that's normal.
Yeah, Malta is so overpopulated, and when a street is closed, it gets yeah. Okay. 1 minute 50. So 1 minute left. Please vote for your favorite track of tonight. Please vote. Okay, 1 minute left. And like I said, it's an honor to listen to your music, guys. I hope my feedback is not too harsh, but actually, it has to be harsh.
You didn't roast anybody.
I'm never getting personal. No, that's never.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm honest on what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling. That's my feedback, right? Like, no, I'm never personal. It's about the music and what I hear and what it does to me. And there I can say sometimes, like, one track was creating headaches for me. So,
Yep.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1. Okay, stop. Let's check. We have 2 winners. One with pressure, and the track was good, but the mixdown had problems, but still, congratulations. And what is it? Mariano? I'm not remembering. The really well mixed track with, where we were waiting for some progression, but still really well. So congratulations, guys. Please, both of you, make a screenshot of this, send an email to info@sine.com or .de, and you get something. Thanks everyone for being with us. It was nice again, and makes fun. And Steve, I hope to see you again. Probably
Same.
on a party somewhere, and maybe
For
if
sure.
I do more techno, we play together somewhere, or on a track feedback. And I will watch your masterclass.
I hope I motivated you to listen more techno.
You did. Yes.
Okay.
You
See you,
motivated.
everybody. Thank you.
Yes. So thanks everyone. Good night. See you next week. Or I don't know if I have next week, but on the next stream. Okay. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Okay, stream. Okay, stream is finished. Yay! Okay, we have done it.
Yeah.